Yes then guys, so we are back with who to choose from level 30 season 3 in FIFA 22. Before you skip to the end to see, I will be going through every single player and explaining their best stats, why they should be chosen and how they're going to help you in the future. If that's something you're interested in, then make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and let's just jump straight into it. So starting off with the Brazilian striker in Liga Portugal, Fabricio. He is 6 foot, right footed, 4-star skill, 3-star weak foot. Good acceleration, good sprint speed. Finishing is very good. Composure is amazing for a card like this. Agility is very, very good. Balance could definitely be improved ever so slightly. Short pass, very good. And long pass is okay for a striker. And then obviously you've got 98 jumping, which is fantastic. Strength 97 and 85 stamina. No traits, unfortunately. And he's one of these cards that obviously you're going to add him to your Liga Portugal team that you've already got from doing the milestones. Before we cover all that, we're just going to go through these first 3 cards and then we're going to go make squads with them. So let's go to our next card, which then leads us up to Tues, who is a Spanish cam in the MLS. He is 5'7", high medium work rates, right footed, 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. Not the best sprint speed, very good acceleration, which does help him out. Agility could definitely be improved. Balance is fantastic. Composure, fantastic. Long pass, short pass, vision, attacking positioning, composure, all very, very good. And obviously, in terms of traits, he's got finesse shot trait and outside the foot shot, which are probably 2 of the best traits in the game if you can use them. And he's obviously got 92 stamina, so he makes a very good cam. Obviously, being Spanish in the MLS with the links. But again, we'll cover that in the team in a second. So that will lead us to our third and final choice, which is Brown. As you can see, he is Irish, centre mid from the Championship. High work rates, 5'8", right footed, 3-star skill, 4-star weak foot. Very, very good box-to-box midfielder, just judging from his face stats. Let's have a look here now. So he's got 83 acceleration, 86 sprint speed, very good. Not the greatest composure, but again, very high for his card. Long shots are good. Finishing obviously is okay for a midfielder. Agility balance is fantastic. Stamina jumping is fantastic. Aggression is really good. In terms of defensiveness, really rounded. So you could go 2 ways with this. If you wanted to make him more defensive, you could put a shadow on him. If you wanted to make him more attacking, you could put a hunter, for example. And in terms of traits, he has leadership, which doesn't really mean anything. So starting off with Fabricio, this is something that your team could have looked like or can look like if you've completed every objective or SBC that has come out for Liga Portugal. Obviously, here is Rafa. If you can't see, my camera's in the way. Obviously, I do mention that these are only, you can definitely get better players in this league, but these are just the ones from all the objectives or SBCs that have been available. Obviously, Everton coming from the Fire and Ice promo. All of these are squad foundations or storyline players. So as you can see, you've got yourself a very strong team. I just swap them over so you can see. So that is something to definitely consider. If you haven't finished off any of the foundations yet, as we have disconnected, that is something that I would really recommend doing, as there's not very long time left as of recording. Let me just go through and compare some other things with this card quickly. So from this triangle alone, this would help you out with chem reasons, obviously all being Brazilian, all from the same league. This will also help you out if you were to play certain formations. The thing I like about this triangle in particular is we usually get icon swaps that obviously need Liga Portugal players or they need Brazilians. That is going to help you out massively just having these 3. I know that Everton is obviously not a storyline card, but it's just an example of what you can do here if you have completed all the objectives and taken those cards. If you haven't, not the end of the world. I do think that he is a good choice. Is he going to be the card I pick? I don't think so. Just because there's so many other, like obviously you could just change Lincoln to a striker if you wanted to get objectives done. He hasn't got the worst finishing stats or anything if you've already taken him. Or as we have a look at our Liga Portugal team anyway, there are so many options because most of the time it's in squad battles. It isn't too difficult to complete on squad battles if you've got an okay squad. We've already got a few strikers and we'll probably get some more along the way because I do League SBCs all the time. So that then leads us on to our next player, which is going to be Brown. So as you can see, again, this is the same team with the storylines or the foundations, all from the objectives. I'm probably missing, I think I'm missing Magloire, who's part of the Winter Wildcard SBC. If you have completed him, obviously he would go in here somewhere. All we're missing is a goalkeeper and a right back, really. But as you can see, he's got a very similar comparison, as you can compare the 2. One of them is more of a defensive midfielder than an attacking one. But he is also from the squad foundations, which I have mentioned about. Obviously being available for the next couple of weeks if you haven't done them already. The thing I find with Brown is he's probably the best Irish player. If we compare him to anybody else, it's Irish, especially in the midfield positioning. I feel like he is the best, even better than Roy Keane. So if you are Irish or you like Irish players, then he's obviously going to be the best choice for you. Obviously, he's better than Prime, he's better than Mid, and he's obviously better than the base, which you can't see under my camera, but he is better. So if you wanted someone like that, obviously Roy King's got better links, and the fact that we are comparing him to an icon shows you how good this card is. It's just his links that do annoy me ever so slightly, because obviously you've got yourself Cannavaro, or Carvalho even, sorry, who is available still, but if you look, he's got 68 composure, so that means if he's under pressure, he's going to miss a couple shots or passes. Have got ourselves Laurent here, or Laurent, who's a very good card again, who's English, who's actually even easier to link if you've got some of these cards already. If you decided to take Joe Willock from the level 15, then you've obviously got yourself a choice here again. But as you can see, there's just no strong links to him, so you'd have to have either another Irish player or a load of championship players around him, because it's just so hard to get strong into him because no one else plays for the same team as he does. I do like this card. Again, it's a very well-rounded card, but this is probably the last card I would choose out of all of them. I think Fabricio is a better choice, the Brazilian striker. So as you can see, these are the only options from storylines. We have no foundations, but that being said, we are going to get foundations next week. That would be around the 20th of January, because we have no promo this weekend, which means the milestone cards are coming back. And I guarantee that we'll get 4 more MLS players. Plus there is a flashback Pato coming. So again, it's one of those. Being Spanish, we don't get many objectives or icon swaps, etc. with Spanish players. But for me, I'm going to take Pasqualo. I just like having a 5-star weak foot cam. High medium work rate is perfect for me in a 4-2-3-1, especially if I'm going to use him in objectives later on if we get MLS objectives, which we probably will now that they're going to bring out these cards and make the team better. It's just for me and his traits. Like, for me, he's a perfect player. I prefer attacking players more than I prefer defending players. I think if you wanted to make the perfect Liga Portugal squad, then obviously Patricio is the man. Obviously, being Brazilian, he can link to that flashback Pato as well. But I just think Pasqualo, because he is the best midfielder in MLS, you can see you got Clint Dempsey. They are very similar. One obviously being higher rated than the other. And what's Dempsey got in terms of traits? So Dempsey has no finesse shot trait or outside the foot trait. So, and he's quite tall, I believe, 6'1". So he's going to feel very clunky on the ball. And then after that, we have got Vela here and Bo. Unfortunately, none of those really help. And as you can see then, it's just a dramatic drop down to an 81. So there's no better midfielders. But that's the main reason for me. I want to pad up my MLS team. My Liga Portugal team's in a good position. My championship team's in a good place. Now I need to update my MLS team. With these foundations coming, I'd imagine we're going to get a striker, probably a left mid, and a defender, and probably a goalkeeper. And that's just going to make that team so much better with Pasqualo in there. But let me know in the comments down below who you're going to take. If you're still not sure and the content's already come out, then let's talk about it in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscription button. Turn on notification bell so you don't miss a future video. We do stream Wednesday, Thursday and Sunday on this channel on YouTube at 9 PM UK time. If you have any questions, come swing by there. We have a good vibe there, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I'm coming with a vision that's cold. You can sit back, chill with a pen and take notes. I haven't got time for the tripping flow. I'ma take my aim with a pen and unload. Cut back spray, let my enemies know when I reach